Good morning, everyone. The rare early morning stream. It is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time where I live. It is 6:30 a.m. on the Pacific California side of the country. Welcome you guys. As you guys come in, this is a live stream called Beard Topics Live, which I will explain. But if you guys could, please hit that thumbs up on your way in. Consider sharing this out. I do take pride in this show having a lot of value, not just in the real time, but also being able to come back and watch the replay and absorb the information. So any shares are greatly appreciated. And this show, again, is called Beard Topics Live. The basis of it is I take 3 topics that are submitted from you guys, whether that's through YouTube, Instagram, Reddit, Facebook, or any other location. And I feel like they're topics that should be covered in what I call long form transparency. That's the concept of talking about something where maybe it's not a full length video just yet, but maybe a text response or a comment reply, it doesn't do it justice. You got to hear, you got to go a little bit deeper, a little bit longer, rather than like this would be the comparison of a podcast versus like sound bites or the daily news. We want to really dive in. We really want to talk about these things. And one thing that's awesome about this show is the second half of the show is open to questions and topics from the chat. So you guys put those out. So if you guys have any questions or topics, I'll do my best to grab them as the stream goes on. And then at the halfway point, we will cover those. We do have a sponsor that we'll be talking about today. And welcome in, everybody. I love one of the things that I absolutely love about this stream is that we have so many people that can't make my regularly live streams, right? I do Monday and Wednesday every week at 9 p.m. Eastern. I know with work, I know with life, I know with different time zones that this schedule might not fit everybody. So I want to do these random ones. Right now, this is one of the earliest ones I've done. I do some in the early afternoon. I do some in real late at night. And so I want to spread it out to reach as many people as possible to hopefully come in and be able to experience some of these. And there's a lot of people that have new things this week, like their kids are back to school. So shout out to Eric, or they're working. Shout out to Holly. And so, man, I appreciate you guys all being in here. And one thing that, again, that I love about this stream is I feel like you can listen to it podcast style afterwards. You don't have to be here live. You don't have to be looking at me, even though it is a good sight, if you know what I mean. Just kidding. You don't have to be looking at me to enjoy this information and content. So again, thank you guys so much. Let's see who we got in here early on. And if you guys don't mind, I always like when we do different time zones, drop a comment of whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Where are you from? Because I think we get a lot of international viewers outside of the U.S. when we do these early morning ones. So we've got Eric with an A, Kevin, Billy, Go Habs, Notable Beard Co., PB. We got Dylan, Nick from Mr. Beanie. We got Murad. We have John, Gamer, Travis. What's up, dude? Bearded Firefighter, Ruben, Jake Boss. We also have Robert, Sebastian, Banana Goat, Colin, Old Jacob. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You said just got into the Facebook group. Oh, very cool. And I love this too. This helps grow what we do here. We have Jacob H says, new subscriber here, just got into the Facebook group too. Didn't know how great this community was until now. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about right there. Love that. All right, we got Big in the house. We have, who else in here? Did I say Rustic? Welcome, Rustic. Hey, Zeus, Billy. Oh, man, so many cool people. So thank you guys for hanging out. And again, I know this will grow in the future as people catch the replay after work. If they catch the replay over the weekend, when they're getting ready, when they mow the lawn later, however it works, I appreciate it. If you guys do watch the replay, just take a split second to drop a comment below the video, even if it's just saying hello. That is appreciated to see how many people we have in here. More interactions are the better. Awesome, guys. So let's go ahead and hop right into our show. Again, random days, random times. This is episode 21 of Beard Topics Live. We mainly talk about beard care and beard style. Oh, love that. Look at Zachary says, he said, nice. Love these streams. Normally catches the replay. Thanks, man. That I'll be honest, that makes me feel happy. That makes me feel good that people enjoy the replays. And that was, again, an absolute goal of mine. And welcome, Dynamo. Welcome anybody else that I missed out there. What's up, SG? So I appreciate you guys so much. And if you could, just hit that thumbs up. The more YouTube right now sees activity going on in this stream, they're going to say, maybe other people want to watch, and they blast it out to other people. So just any kind of interaction, share, like, comment, hit that little like heart thing on the bottom. That would be always appreciated. So, man, thank you so much. Awesome. And hey, Ward, welcome in. And Not Your Mom, I am starring your question once we get to the halftime segment. And guys, feel free to answer questions and chop it up in the chat. But once we get to the halftime section, I will go on and answer those. And today is all about beard stuff. You guys, my Monday streams, my Wednesday streams, we talk about all sorts of stuff that's not beard related. A lot of it is beard related, but this stream is just pure beard content. So I just want to make sure everyone knows what this is all about here. And to make these shows possible, we do have a sponsor of every episode. As I say every time here, this is my career. This is a passion of mine, but it is what I do for a living. So if I take time away from all the stuff that I'm doing for a career, or if I take time away from the family, it's got to be something that is making sense, right? And so to make that possible, I've never charged you guys for content, never will, have never charged you guys for advice, for messages, for anything, never will. Having sponsors makes all of that possible. So if you guys ever get a chance, make sure you reach out and thank these sponsors because they make it possible for no charges ever. I've never once required viewers to pay for anything. And so it's pretty awesome. And our sponsor that we have today is Artius Man. Artius Man. So a couple of things on Artius Man. First off, Banana Goat says the replays have been getting me through days at work the last few months. Great replayability. It's a special treat to catch you live. Thanks, man. That's the goal. Yep. Hey, Wayne, welcome. Okay. So Artius Man. First off, I have an affiliate discount code with them. I have two of them, and it's a one-time use only code, I believe still. I hope that changes in the future, but one time only. And it's Dancy20 or Thin. Both of those are worth 20% off. And a couple of things to know about this company. Number one, they're all essential oils. They do not have any fragrance oils. They do not have any synthetics. It is a truly all natural, all essential oil company here. And they have free samples. All you do is pay like $2 or $3 for shipping, and you get to try out their oils. How I was introduced to this company was by trying their free samples. And as always on these shows, you guys, you can support very, very strongly without ever paying a cent. You don't have to spend a penny, and I really mean that. If you're like, man, I appreciate these, go follow Artius Man on Instagram. Go like their page on Facebook. Go simply browse their website. When you do those things, it really helps out the company. And again, it costs you nothing and it supports what we do here. Hey, Garrett, stay safe out there, man. He said he's building those truck axles and listening to the stream. Awesome, dude. Thank you for hanging out with us. I hope it helps pass the time a little bit. But yes, and okay, cool, Ruben. Great advice. Ruben says if you leave a review, you get a discount code. And I do have an affiliate link. So if you guys are ever of the presence of mind where you're like, hey, I want to support Dan in the platform, but I have these different codes, I have these different opportunities, just click my link first, use those, and it supports the company, myself, and saves you guys money. Hey, Ryan. So again, guys, if you're like, dude, I'm not in a place to buy things, I'm not asking anybody to spend money. Artius Man is not sponsoring these to get some massive boost in sales. That's never promised. That's never discussed. However, the more we can get them out there, the more interaction you can do on their social media, that really, really makes a difference. So again, please consider clicking that one. All right. In meaning follow them, website, all that stuff. Sebastian says, I think you have said so. I've not been to Denmark. I would love to, but I've never been to Denmark. All right. Let's see what else we know about this Artius Man company. So a couple of things here. Their base oil, their oil lineup is a thick viscosity oil. Now, that does not fit within my preference of my beard. However, there are tons and tons of people that love their thick castor oil based oil. Well, I gave them honest feedback when we first connected and I tried their products. I'm like, man, it's just not for me. But they were so professional. They did everything so well. The way they handled that feedback I gave them was just with pure class. I knew they were a great company. We ended up working on our relationship and growing. And then they said, hey, man, I know you don't like our thick oil. What do you think about creating your own oil line with us where you come up with the carrier blend, you come up with the scent profile, and then we go from there. And Invigoration was born. It is a straight up thin viscosity oil. It is a minty, fresh scent. It is that wonderful, calming, relaxing, wake up your sinuses. But Dan, you just said relaxing and wait. Yeah, I really mean it. It calms me, but wakes up my sinuses, clears me out. So dang nice. And it went so well that it carried all throughout their lineup. There's butter, there's beard conditioner, there's beard wash. awesome stuff, and this scent is so good. PB says, I'm hooked on Artius Man beard wash and conditioner invigoration. Feels so nice on the beard when I get a shower. Yeah, it gives you that little bit of tangle. All right, a little bit of tangle there. Screen went black on me. All right, am I good, guys, over there? It looks okay on my end. You might have to refresh on there, Garrett, but if the screen went black, let me know. I'll see how I can adjust, but I'm not getting any like warning signs over here. But yeah, the invigoration gives you that little peppermint tingle, that little like, really nice. Ruben says, love my Artius Man oils, all essential oils, so I can use all of their scents. Okay, we're good over here. Oh, man. So yeah, I don't know. Garrett, there's been weird stuff with YouTube lately. It's not just you. It's been happening to a lot of people. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on. So yep, this one is seriously awesome. And in the middle there, this is one of the owners. There's two owners. We have Jeff and we have Michael. Michael is the guy, and I think somebody commented, was it Ruben commented about Michael earlier in his customer service? Let me see where that went. But I know we had a kind comment about, right here. Ruben says, shout out to Artius, man. Michael has been so great to work with from customer service. So yeah, Michael handles a lot of the online stuff, the customer service, the website, the social media. He's kind of the tech guru, where Jeff on the other side is more like the relations and a lot of the hands-on product and development. Now, that's just speaking from my observations. I don't know the absolute inner workings of the company, but in the picture there is Jeff. I got to spend the weekend with him and his family and with my family. They took us down and had one of the coolest experiences literally in the history of our family, you guys. It was unbelievable. Many of you have heard about it already from Command's Corner, Beard Advice Live, but essentially we went to MLS game, the Columbus Crew. We had dinner. We stayed in a hotel. It was an absolutely amazing experience that I literally mean this. I will never forget. And more importantly, my kids will never forget. I like the logo represents pyramids, which I love. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? And if you look in the logo there, you can actually see that there is the A and the M. It brings it together to make one kind of cohesive thing, which is awesome. And Artius Man, I believe, stands for like complete man is where that comes from. How tall is he? I don't know. I'm tall, so I'm 6'3". So I'm a pretty tall human. I would say he's in like the average range. I'm not exactly sure what his height is, but and if you guys, and I know it doesn't have to, right? Last thing on the sponsor of the Artius Man, I know this doesn't have to play a part, but hey, Donald, but if you're somebody that values good ownership, people with great morals, great everything that they're doing behind the company, this one checks out in aces. This company has great people behind it. Now, I've never personally met Michael, but I've interacted with him for years. I've hung out with Jeff. I've hung out with his wife and his family. Unbelievably great people. Now, again, that doesn't have to play a part. Some people are like, I don't care about the company. I don't care about this. I just want good products. That's fair. Absolutely. Understood. But for a lot of people, the ownership behind it does matter. And this one, I can tell you from personal experience for years and years and actually meeting, wonderful company, absolutely wonderful company. And I love how they go about their business. And again, that professional response to my feedback of, I didn't really like the oil for me. I can see it for others and how they handled it. They will have fans with me forever. So Artius Man, thank you so much for sponsoring this episode and making this possible today. And let's go ahead and hop into our topics. We got some really good ones today, you guys. And obviously, this is our last one for the month of August, and then we'll be kicking off a fresh batch in September. Hey, Walter. So if anybody's ever interested in those sponsorships, reach out. I'd be happy to give you guys details. All right, number one here. Yep, number one. We have, this one is coming from Malcolm. He said, I started to use a heated brush. Is there a too high of temperature setting for those? Yes, absolutely. Now, I have a really detailed video on this. If you look up Dancy Bearded glass transitional phase, I have a full video that breaks that down, but I know that that's more of like a big kind of video. To answer this directly here, all right, I would tell you the correct answer would be on this. Let's get dramatic for a second. I tried to bring in like angles of Monday and Wednesday streams that people don't get to see. On Monday, I like to use this fade in, fade out feature. So enjoy the live stream. But with this one, the top temperature, the easiest way to remember this is I say, remember temperature for your beard like a year. You should never go over 365 degrees. Never go under 365 degrees. Now, that is actually pretty well documented, and we know that because of what Tynamo says here. And that's the idea of most of the heated brushes have a setting at 360, right? I say don't go above 365, so they make it at 360. Very, very smart. My sweet spot, and Jake has this spot on right here. My sweet spot is also 320 degrees, but it is different for everybody. Oftentimes, people that have like red, white, silver, gray beards, they like to go a little bit lower on the temperature because their beard hairs are structured a little bit differently. Oftentimes, people that have really coarse, really thick beards that are like a rich black color of the hair, they like to go a little bit hotter to that 360 to kind of tame it a little bit more. So there are definitely variables when it comes to picking the right temperature for your beard. But to answer that question specifically, do not go above 365 degrees. If you get into that range, you're going to start to have a high chance of damage. If you go above 420 degrees, every hair on this planet will be damaged. That is the absolute line where anything above that, there is guaranteed damage. Between 365 and 420, you're probably going to have, most of us are probably going to have some really serious damage. There's just no need to do that. You don't have to get the heated brush up that high. And I would be remiss if I did not say a key point of any temperature, of any heat, is please make sure you are using a beard oil on a damp beard first. Wait 3 to 5 minutes so it can absorb in and do its job. That's really important for the health of your beard. Damp beard, I like to say damp, but not dripping. Run your fingers through your beard, kind of shake it out a little bit. If you're spraying water everywhere, it's still a little bit too damp. Get it to that point where it's still damp to the touch, but it's not dripping. Add oil in, massage it in, comb it in, wait 3 to 5 minutes, and then use your heated brush. I would like everyone to start at 320 degrees. Try that out, see what it feels like, and then change from there. Yep, change from there. Eric did he did one with an ad for a heated brush. Yep, 250, and that's great too. The lower you go is an increased chance of health. The higher you go, the increased chance of damage. What's up, Wolf? And welcome in, everybody. What's up, Vado? Thank you guys for coming in here so much, man. I appreciate this. All right, and so Montgomery John says, so after the shower, I have to damp, add oil, and then blow dry too. I'm going to buy a brush. Yep. So what I do, Montgomery, is I'm damp, I add oil, I wait 3 to 5 minutes, I use a blow dryer, I then heat up my heated brush, and then I use my heated brush on my mustache and on my sides and sometimes underneath my lower lip. I use a good combination of both of those. And I actually show that routine. If you guys look up Dancy Bearded heated brush and blow dryer, it's not the one where I'm holding them up, like showing them, but it's me like actually using it in the bathroom. That shows my same routine. It's probably close to 2 years old, but it's the same one. Is it okay to when you just mist your beard with a bottle? As long as it's damp, it doesn't matter the vehicle you use to get it damp. But yep, just make sure it's damp and then add that oil first. All right, awesome question, awesome topic here. All right, big one here, guys, big one, but there's a lot of points that I want to touch on. Now, this is not the kind of topic I normally bring up on Beard Topics Live, but I thought this was so common that I keep getting comment after comment after comment like this. I thought that having a real discussion, a real long form, transparent conversation could be beneficial to this one. All right. Could be beneficial to this one. So hear me out here first, and then we'll break it down step by step. Hey, welcome, Chris. We'll break it down step by step on what is so wrong with this topic for Beard Topics Live. Bro, to grow your beard, you need to shave your entire face with a razor, a shaver, multiple times while washing hair with a vitamin-rich conditioner. No comments yet. I'm going to get all the way through this without making a comment. Okay. Washing your hair with a vitamin-rich conditioner or applying expensive lotion to face daily. Breathe, guys. Breathe with me. Stop yelling at the computer or your phone. Please breathe with me here. Breathe with me here. Okay. If you have a mustache, You most likely have a full beard with tiny hair strands on your face that aren't visible once you shave and apply conditioner or lotion to your face. It will start to grow. Minoxidil is a scam. If you really want to grow hair, just put lotion on your entire face and use conditioner when you shampoo. If you don't have even a mustache and you are an adult, you basically can't grow any facial hair, then it's useless. Okay. Okay. Triggered. Okay. This is okay. Let's break this one down, you guys. Let's break this one down step by step and address these ones. And yeah, we know we know that this obviously could be a troll. We obviously know that this could be somebody that's messing with us. Is it just a prank? No, this is real. It's a real comment that I got. Real comment that I got here. And I use this one just because I've heard every one of these arguments many, many times, you guys. Yep, many times. And with this, it's something that it's like, okay, here was one comment that kind of put it all together and we can address it here. And let's break it down step by step here. Bro, I have no brothers. I have brothers, right? Those are my friends, but I do not have any bro. Just kidding. All right, that's silly. Bro, to grow your beard, you need to shave your entire face with a razor and a shaver multiple times. Okay. First off here. First one, dispelled. Shaving your face, shaving any hair on your body has absolutely no positive impact for growth. The only possible outcome of shaving hair that could change is a negative outcome. If you are shaving and you cut the skin and you get an infection or you cut the follicle and damage it, you can have lessened your growth. You can harm your growth. There is no benefit whatsoever. This myth comes from two places. Number one, people think, hey, if I shave my face and then I keep doing that, it's going to come back better. So let's say somebody tries growing their beard at 18. They don't like it. It doesn't come in well. So then they shave their face for 3 years. They try to grow their beard at 21. They have their 21st birthday. You said, Noah, I'm a man now. I'm going to grow my beard. Wow. Now magically their beard is way better. And so for them, it's the association of shaving, when all reality, almost all of us have a better beard at 21 than we did 18. It's not the shaving that changed anything. The variable that actually mattered was time, was age, was your body getting more DHT and becoming more sensitive to DHT. And so that is just not true. There's your hair grows from underneath the skin. It grows from the follicle. Shaving it, trimming it, cutting it, none of that changes the growth whatsoever. So, point number one, false. To grow a beard, you need to shave your entire face with a razor and a shaver multiple times? No. Part number two, while washing your hair with a vitamin-rich conditioner. I'm going to get through this calmly, you guys, so breathe with me. If anybody would like to give me a shoulder massage while I go through this, I fully welcome that. They said, wash your hair with a vitamin-rich conditioner. Conditioner does not wash. Say it with me, guys. Say it with me, guys. Conditioner does not wash. It is the opposite of a wash. A wash is removing things from the hair and from the skin. A conditioner latches on and locks onto the hair and hopefully not the skin, but for some people, the skin. Do not wash your hair with a conditioner because it's impossible. Point number two. Section number three, or apply expensive lotion to your face daily. They are implying that expensive means better. We all have common sense. We're all humans with life experience. We know expensive does not make better. It can, but by saying get a lotion and make sure it's an expensive one, oh man. Also, does applying lotion to your skin help grow a beard? No, it's going to leave a film behind. It is not, and there's good lotions out there. It depends on your skin type. There's a lot of variables. I'll absolutely give you that. However, using something like a nourishing, fast absorbing beard oil with balanced blend of nutrients is going to be much better than lotion. Okay. If you have a mustache, you most likely have a full beard with tiny hair strands on your face that aren't visible once you shave and apply conditioner to your that aren't visible. Man, they messed up their punctuation here, but I never get on trolls about their grammar. Never do that. That aren't visible. Once you shave and apply conditioner or lotion to your face, it will start to grow. Okay. If you have a mustache, you must likely have a full beard. That's not true. Ask my wife. Oh, I'm just kidding. Don't. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Samcy publicly talks about getting rid of her mustache. Oh my gosh, that crossed the line. But if you have a mustache, it does not mean you're going to have a beard. If you have a beard, it does not mean you're going to have a mustache. It's just not related like that. It just simply doesn't work like that. And so to give those just generalities, it's just not going to work. Okay. Minoxidil is a scam. If you are unaware of what minoxidil is the active ingredient in Rogaine. Minoxidil is a drug. Minoxidil is not for everybody. Minoxidil has side effects. It has things you should be aware of, such as heart palpitations, such as some people hair falls out after they get done using it. There's a lot to that. But what it is not is a scam. We have clinical trials showing Rogaine having an effect, having minoxidil having an impact on beard growth, on head hair growth. It gives you a chance. There's 3 groups, and it seems pretty dang even from my experience. Now, I do have a pretty large sample size of experience of hearing from people. One group, minoxidil works. That is a fact. I know people that for years and years and years and years and years, they are well into their 30s, 40s. They do not have facial hair in certain areas. They use minoxidil, and it did create facial hair. I do have to sneeze. Pardon me. Whew. All right, hopefully I didn't pick up too much. But it does work for some people. There's another group that it does nothing. Absolutely nothing. No help, no harm. It's just like it didn't exist. They just wasted a little bit of money. And then there is a third group that it does have harm. They do have side effects and stuff that comes from it negatively. Nobody is guaranteeing minoxidil is going to work. I don't even recommend minoxidil. I'm never once said, hey, try minoxidil. I think there's better natural options that are not drugs. However, it is not a scam. There's nothing scamming about that. So it is there, and I have videos on this. Thank you. I have videos on this as well, so you can check that one out. If you really want to grow hair, just put lotion on your entire face. Yeah, don't forget about your forehead because you can't grow a beard unless you put lotion on your forehead. Remember that, guys. And use conditioner when you shampoo. And then here's the last one that I will address. If you don't have even a mustache and you are an adult, right? So if you're 18 years old and you don't have a mustache, you basically can't grow any facial hair, then it's useless. Okay? Okay. If you are an adult and you don't have a mustache, you can't grow any facial hair. Now, I don't know about you guys or girls in the chat, but I know a lot of people that have a very weak mustache and have unbelievable beards. Their mustache is just really thin. It doesn't connect. It doesn't even grow under their nose. And especially if they were 18, I know that mustache was not in at all. But to say that you can't grow any facial hair because of a weak mustache or no mustache, that's just false. There's absolutely nothing behind that. And then another option would be going to Turkey and getting a beard transplant. Silent Sniper, I know nothing about that. Yep, I know nothing about those transplants. I do want to learn, but I don't know anything on those ones. All right, and then Vado asks here, he says, Dan, once you stop using minoxidil, will you lose what you grew? For some people, that's not the goal. That's not the intention. But some people do. But others, it stays and they have that beard planted for life. We have things called vellus hairs. There's these little like baby thin hairs. They can go through enough life cycles, then they become anchored and you have the real deal hairs. So yeah, absolutely. Otherwise it gets the host. Yeah. Don't puts the lotion on the skin. So yep. And here's Eric. Eric said my mustache didn't become full or connected till he was 30. Yeah. So again, so much wrong with this one here, but I wanted to make sure I wanted to make sure we were addressing this in long form. I wasn't going to troll him back. I wasn't going to make fun of him back. I just wanted to dispel the myths there because so many people talk about these things. Yep. So many people talk about them. Yep. So yeah, exactly. So pretty much what they're saying is if you don't have success immediately in life, give up. So true. So true. All right. And then our last topic before we revisit the sponsor real quick and then move on and talk about whatever questions you guys have. So this one comes in and I get this comment a lot. If you guys want to go to my biggest viewed video ever, it's actually a minoxidil video. It's on the homepage. And you read through the comments. There's probably 30 comments that say something about this. And this is usually people who are not exactly familiar with the beard community. Maybe they're new to growing a beard. Maybe they want to grow a beard. Maybe they feel like they're frustrated, so they resort to looking up minoxidil. I get this comment a lot, and it's something I've never thought of. I actually read this comment to Sam the other day, and she had no concept that this happened or that I did this or people noticed this. So this comment's very short and sweet. If you're not watching and you're listening, it simply says, "This is weird, but I like how your beard moves." So in my videos, I talk. Shocker, right? When I talk, I move my body. I get my hands going. Hey, Leo, thank you so much, man. Leo just did a super sticker, a super chat for $5. Just swinging by to say hi. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Leo. You have a great day too, man. And I hope everybody has a great holiday weekend as well. Awesome. Thank you so much. And so with this one, this is weird, but I like how your beard moves. It puts the lotion on the skin. That was a different segment, Eric. Don't put the weirdness on this. Just kidding. When I talk, I move my hands. I move my head around. I'm just an animated talker. I don't think I'm over the top or anything like that, but I like to move. I like to accentuate different things. When I do this, my beard flows and my beard moves. Now, if you're consciously looking for it, you definitely see it, and it's actually pretty crazy. Yeah, it is. It is pretty crazy. Vado says in the chat, he says, that's a fact, Dan. I used to think of a ventriloquist when you talk. So I like to move it. Yeah. What I wanted to talk about with this is not that my beard moves. It's the concept of how. First off, it's my genetics. If I have something more like a black man's beard that's curly and real tight, kind of those pigtail curls, very coarse, it's not going to move like that. It just simply doesn't work. My beard is in between. I can range between curly and wavy when it's natural, but then I straighten it. So I get this nice texture and character to it, but it is definitely flowing. Yep, it is definitely flowing here. And so I actually like that. I think that it shows that it's healthy. I love that I don't use balm or butter during the day so it can flow like that. If I lock this in with some balm or with some butter or wax, it's not going to move in that way. But when you have a beard that's extra dry, extra brittle, it doesn't quite move the same. But if you see a beard that has a nice flow to it, it means that it is healthy. It is nourished. That's a big one. Yeah, really, really big one. And Mark says, one of the red letter days in my beard growth journey was when my beard first reached the length where I could feel it blowing in the wind. And Mark, you're reading my mind right there, man. Same exact thing. We've had a couple windy weeks here in Michigan, some really wild ones, big storms, all that stuff. Just that wind blowing through the beard just goes, man. And Ryan says, yep, mine doesn't move unless it's really windy. Yeah, for sure. So Ryan has a black man's beard, but his is much more dense than mine. It's much more thick, right? If you were to move mine's going to move easier because it has more air. It has more space between it. What happens when you have a beard like Ryan's, those hairs get really tight, coiled up. And so it appears like his beard is at a certain length. But if you were to actually grab one of Ryan's beard hairs, it probably extends twice as long as it sits. But for me, I use heat, so it stretches it out. And so, yeah, exactly, Ryan. But I bet you enjoy that feeling of it blowing in the wind. And I think Ryan shared before, but I believe he's in the Bahamas. So I can't even imagine how, like, just majestic that wind blow is over in the Bahamas. That's really, really cool. Yep, really cool. I love that. Yeah, there's no better feeling than that wind whipping the beard around. It's true. It's really true. So this one was a quick one. It's not something I'm probably going to make a video on, but I did want to talk about and address why my beard moves like that, how a beard can move like that, and just going through. Whipping. No, I got you. I got you. Too funny. So awesome. Okay. Let's go ahead and swing back to our sponsor real quick here, and then we'll hit your guys' questions. So if you have a question that you have about beard topics, please drop it in the chat. I have ones from Not Your Mom, Montgomery, and John so far. All right. So again, thank you guys to Artius Man, amazing company of the top, like legitimacy, just the way they conduct their business is so high level, so caring, and they have great products. They have free samples that you can go on and just pay like $2 or $3 for shipping. They have thick oils. They have My Line, which are thin oils, and just great owners behind it. Try Invigoration out. My code with them, you guys, is DANCY20 or THIN for 20% off. Wonderful company. Thank you guys for this sponsorship. And just a reminder, if you really want to support this stream and you don't have to spend anything, go follow Artius Man on Instagram. Go send them an email and say, thank you for sponsoring Beard Topics Live. This live stream helps me get through work. Send them a message on Instagram and say, hey, I want to say thank you for sponsoring Beard Topics Live on Dan's channel. I love listening to it podcast style, and it was really cool to get to know more about your company. Any of that is genuinely beneficial to the company, to the stream, and does not cost anybody a cent. So thank you guys. All right, and I see people coming in here, man. Welcome. Here's Jason. He says, just stop by, say hello. Hey, thank you for coming in, Jason. Have a good day, dude. We got to get together soon, man. Let's get a B-Dubs meetup coming up pretty soon. I know Garrett's ears are lighting up. Garrett, I'll make sure we get you out there, man. Wayne says, hey, Dan and everybody, welcome. What's up, Bearded Jedi Mike? Welcome. Oh, Artius has thin oils? Yeah, so Flag, if you're unaware here, I was not a fan of their thick oils for my beard. A lot of beards like mine and Flag's, these big, full, dense beards, the thicker oils just don't work as well. And I let them know, and to their credit, they were like, hey, I respect that. How about you create your own line? And so the Invigoration has my logo on and everything. That is a thin oil, not even medium thin. It's a straight up thin oil, and it works great. Seriously works great. And Bearded Gamer, take care. Oh, wait. Okay, let me start some of these questions we go through. And Mark says, also, no, it's not weird. Any compliment I get on my beard from anyone, no matter the gender of that person, does so much for my mental well-being. I agree. And I try to remember that, Mark. I like hearing comments like that because I don't think it's always comfortable for us to give compliments to other guys, especially on their beards. And knowing the impact it can make by simply saying, hey, man, great beard. Why not? Why not go the extra mile? Why not step outside your comfort zone and tell people, dude, you got a great beard. Great beard today, man. Give them the beard nod, right? Welcome, Twitch. Welcome. 3-day weekend, Michigan football. Go Blue. Wife's birthday. Let's go. Ruben says, their samples are what led me to try them. Same here. Literally same here, Ruben. And I found out I loved it. I was worried about it being too thick, but it was great. That's awesome. And again, reminder for this company, you guys, all essential oils. 100% essential oils. So yes. And Jake Boss says, the random beard compliment definitely makes the day. Now, let me hit you with something here, guys. Let me get your feedback on this one, and then I'll move on to your questions. So just being transparent, which is what this stream is about. I obviously have a nice beard. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, oh, I got an okay beard. I have a great beard. We can be real for a second. I don't think that's bad to say that. I see guys that I really do like their beard, but it's smaller. Maybe it's not as finely polished with styling, and I do want to make their day. But one thing that I fear is coming off, and I don't even think this is the right word for it, but I think you guys will pick up on what I'm putting out there. I fear coming off as condescending or fishing. Right? Let's say I'm walking through the store and I see a guy with a smaller beard. My mind is like, I want him to feel good. I want to talk about beards with him. But I don't want him to think that I'm fishing for a compliment. I don't want him to think that I am trying to put his beard down and prop mine up. And so I try to be conscious of that, but I will be honest, it has stopped me from giving compliments before, and I feel terrible saying that. I don't like saying that, but it is real. It has happened. And so I'm just voicing this out here. I'm just wondering if anybody's had those same similar thoughts. Is there any way you've gotten around that? I'm trying to err on the side of just being kind and doing the right thing. And so I'll just say something like, hey, man, love your beard. Or something along the lines of like, I feel like saying great beard coming from a beard that's bigger or whatever, how they view it. I feel like that could come off too strong or come off in a little weird way. And so, yeah, I agree with Nick. I do think it's all about how you approach it. But I'm just trying to give that feedback of my mindset. And I think the more we can share our mindsets, the better we can learn from each other, the better we can understand perspective. And so that's one thing that I've always had on my mind with it. But I try to just be kind. I try to be genuine. And my go-to lately is, man, I love the beard. And I think that hits just right. Like, I don't think that is fishing. I don't think that is pandering or giving like any kind of like condescending tone. And yeah, I don't know. I just want to, I've always had on my mind, and I've never been able to kind of get that out and articulate it to you guys. And Mark says, if you're genuine when saying it, just say it. Dan, if someone with your beard gave me a compliment, it might even mean more. Like, wow, someone with a great beard thinks, okay, I appreciate that, Mark. Thanks for that perspective. That does help out. That definitely helps out, because I have had people that kind of, when I say something like, hey, man, great beard. And you guys know me. Literally, I've hung out with Mark several times. Walter's hung out. You guys know me. So I'm saying it with all my normal, right? All my positive intentions. But I've had people that are kind of like, oh, man, thanks. It's nothing compared to yours. And I'm like, that's what I don't want. That's what I don't want about it is, great beard, dude. And well, it's nothing compared to yours. And I'm like, oh no, man, everybody's got different styles. Everyone's got different shapes. So I'm trying to avoid that thought even going to their mind. I'm trying to be as conscious as possible. And Walter says, depends on how positive and negative they look at life. That is true. That is valid. I used to have trouble with not having the biggest beard. However, I know it's mine. Yeah, and that's so true. That's so true. Dynamo says, try to point out something specific about their beard to compliment. Takes that I'm fishing feeling out of it. I love that, dude. That's spot on. Dude, I love the orange color of your beard, man. I love the density of your beard. I love the shape of your beard. That's a great point right there. I like that. Yeah, I really, really like that. Nicholas says, I'm always researching new products. The hard water in Ireland makes it. Yeah, that's right. And yeah, a nice beard compliment once in a while is a nice morale boost. It really is. And I do mean this, Nicholas. By your picture there, you have way better than a nice beard. You have a great beard. Yep, you have a great beard. And Jake says, I'm probably overly cautious about approaching people with beard compliments. Some dudes don't look approachable. Well, they probably think that about you too, Jake. Keep that in mind. I know people think that about me, so I try to break the mold. I try to switch up. I try to switch up. And Twitch says, when I answer the door, I usually get, oh, wow, nice beard. How do I grow one? That's cool. Yeah, and I get those from people that don't have beards, So it's, yeah, definitely. I think the fact that everyone has a different beard and growth is what makes beards so fun. Dude, I agree entirely. Entirely. It's so true. Okay, cool. And again, shout out to Artius Man. They literally make this stream possible, you guys. So if you can show them any kind of love, that is appreciated. Instagram, email them, any way you can reach out to them is awesome. All right, Not Your Mom says, is anybody familiar with a single wave heated brush? If so, any good? I'm not familiar with that one, but I do have the internet available. Single wave heated brush. And I'll see if I can see a picture, and I can give you usually a pretty good idea. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about here. So I believe this is the kind where it's like a heated comb, essentially, rather than having like the bunch of teeth. It's like one row. If that's what you're talking about, Not Your Mom, I think those are fine. However, I do believe you'd be better off going with an Aberlite Pro, an Aberlite Go 2, going with Beard Octane's new heated brush. I think those options are going to be better for you than that single one. I could see the single one working well for your mustache. And if that's not the case, let me know. And we have some time and we can go further on that one. All right. Montgomery says, still having a hard time choosing which oil is best for me. So Montgomery, it is really a trial and error situation. There are beards like mine that love real thick oils. I just don't. There's beards like mine that can't use thin oils. I can't. So it's a trial and error. Montgomery, one of the best things you can do is do samples. A company like Artius Man has free samples. That's next to a no-brainer for me. You're going to pay $2-3 and get to use something several times and figure out if you like it or not. Samples would be your key for that trial and error. And dude, if you have any questions, reach out to me. If you're like, I tried this and I don't like it. I tried this and I like it. I probably have an idea of something I could recommend to you. So yeah, man, don't hesitate to reach out, guys. I love and respect every message I get. John says, "Oh, have you heard of beard jelly, and how do you use it?" I have heard of it. If you want to look up Dan C. Bearded beard jelly, I have a video that is a couple months old, and then I have one that's a couple years old. Essentially, my first experience with beard jelly was terrible. I was like, this stuff doesn't absorb in. It's greasy. It's a little bit sticky. It smells great. Smells fantastic. But I don't like the way my beard feels. It's greasy and itchy at the same time. It doesn't look great. It feels heavy. Well, I wanted to give it a fair chance. I learned a lot over the last 4 or 5 years. A lot. 6, 7. I mean, I've been taking care of my beard even before the channel. I've learned a lot. And so I was like, let me go through and see what this is going to be later. It was probably worse. Now, there's things like wax and soybean oil and a bunch of other ingredients that I don't recommend on your skin. So how and when to use it, I literally don't recommend it for anyone. Now, there's products like leave-in conditioner that I don't use, that I don't like, but there are some beards where I'm like, yeah, I could see that. That definitely could work. However, I do not recommend it at all. All right, next one here. Ruben says, Dan, have you tried out the Babyliss heated brush just out of curiosity? Yes, I have it upstairs. Dynamo says, what? I'll need to check it out now. He didn't know Babyliss had a heated brush. Do not ever, in my opinion, buy the Babyliss heated brush. Do not try the Babyliss heated brush. I made a big mistake with that one. I thought all heated brushes were heated brushes, right? Just like all combs are combs. Wrong. Beard heated brushes are different, you guys. And there's one very important distinction here. Very, very, very important distinction on this one. So the heated brushes that are designed for things like head hair do not have the heat protection guards at the end. When you use a heated brush from Beard Octane, when you use a heated brush from Aberlite, you can push that thing against your skin and it's not going to burn you. You can go down and use your mustache, your sideburns, and go against the skin. It's not going to burn you. The heated brush from Babyliss, and let me put this out there, I love the Babyliss company. They have treated me very, very well. I really love their products. I really love what they're doing for the barber industry. The only tools for buzzers or for clippers and trimmers that touch my beard, my head hair, my kids' hair is Babyliss. That's it. It's the only ones that we use. This is nothing against Babyliss, but that tool is terrible. That tool is atrocious. The heating elements have no protection on them. I burned the ever-living heck out of my lip trying to use their heated brush. I burned it like stick with you for days burn. So please, no one try the Babyliss heated brush. Blow dryer, some of the best in the world. Cold brush, one of my favorite tools I've ever used. Clippers, trimmers, the best in the world. Don't use their heated brush. If that doesn't show you guys I can be critical of companies I love, that treat me well, that send me things, that have, you name it, right? I got a package from them that was over $1,200. Do not use the heated brush from them. No. Okay. Colin says, Dan, would you recommend the Dr. Squatch beard oil? Should I make my own? If I was to make my own, would adding peppermint oil help to promote beard growth as well? Okay. Dr. Squatch, I've not tried the oil yet. I'm sure I will. I'm sure it's fine. Looking at the ingredients, does it have any like super alarming, like, not that I remember? Does it have anything that makes me super excited? Not that I remember. I'll likely try in the future. Should you make your own? Sure, man. If you have that curiosity, go for it. It can be a lot of fun. Should you add peppermint essential oil to help growth? Peppermint essential oil is proven to help growth. Should you? As long as you do a lot of research and understand how much to use. One thing I do not recommend to people is fragrances, essential oils, anything you use to scent products. I'm not going to recommend how much you should use because it's a dangerous thing. If you use too much peppermint essential oil, you can literally burn your skin. I'm not saying it's going to burn. I'm not saying it's going to be a rash. You can burn your skin. And so I don't recommend messing around with essential oils, especially abrasive ones like peppermint essential oils, if you don't really know what you're doing. So hopefully that helps and answers all of those ones. Uh, oh yeah, nice Twitch. I think I started that one by accident there. Love it though. Okay, and guys, we have about 10 minutes left here for your other questions. 10 minutes left here. Just ordered a new oil and love to hear your thoughts on the ingredients. Almond. We got some triglycerides in there, argan, avocado, perfume, oat oil. Those are fine. Yep, Jacob, nothing real wrong there. Nothing that I would be super excited about. Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I don't think that you should have any issues there. How does the purchasing go on this? If you're talking about the Artius Man, there is a link in the chat that's pinned, and then there's a link in the description. If you're looking for the free samples, they have a header up at the top. Vado says, if I was to use minoxidil, would I have to skip oil and butter? I don't know. I have some thoughts and some inklings, but I don't like to say things that I don't know, especially when they involve a drug ingredient. So I'm just going to say, and I'm okay with saying this, I'm just going to say I don't know. Vado, it's a great question. I know there's a lot of YouTube videos about that, so I don't know. Okay. It's a comb. Yeah, I believe it's a comb. Oils. Will a thicker oil last longer than a thin oil? Yes. I started using a thin oil. By half the day, my face feels dry. I live in Vegas with dry heat, and I sweat a bunch. For me, the more dry the climate, the more I lean my rotation towards thicker oils. The more humid the climate, the more I rotate it towards thinner oils. So if your face is getting dry halfway through the day with a thin oil, and you're in a dry climate, consider moving towards a medium to medium thick to thicker oils and seeing how that works. However, I do not recommend completely phasing out of thin oils. I think putting a thin oil into your rotation is really important. Thin oil is going to penetrate more layers of skin than a thick oil. And to get in there and get that nourishment deeply, that can make a big difference as well. Yep. Is it marketed as beard hair? It's marketed as hair, Vado. It is not marketed as a heated brush. So that's fair. Or it is not marketed as a beard brush. So that's a fair add-on to that. The very, very fair. Yes. If you don't know what you're doing with scents, you're going to have a bad time. And you're going to waste a lot of money. Yep. Flag says, just be careful with peppermint oil. I accidentally added too much once, and it completely changed the properties of my oil. Yeah, it'll change the properties of your face. I hope this question ain't too dumb. Is mint the same as peppermint? So mint is a general category. And then within mint, you have peppermint, you have spearmint, you have a couple of other ones that fit within that family as well. So yeah, as Holly says here, and Holly knows way more about essential oils and fragrances than I do. She says, no, not even all peppermints are the same. Yep, exactly. All right, Nicholas says, from the bad ingredients an essential oil might have, as you said previously, are there any 2 or 3 we might always avoid? No, nope. So essential oils is different for everybody. Loaded topic on that one. No, there's no essential oil that I think everybody must avoid. It all comes down to you. Dan, have you noticed when you keep high water intake? Cheers. You are thirstier if you slack any? No, but what I do notice is when I keep a high water intake, if I start slacking, my calf muscles, this is not a joke, I do have great calf muscles, as most of you know, my calf muscles start to cramp up. That's my biggest indicator that I'm not drinking enough water. Eric, burn face with peppermint oil. Yeah, there's people that have been to the hospital. There, you can look up stories of facial burn from essential oils. There's like 2nd and 3rd degree burns from essential oils. It's real. It's absolutely real. I have never put anything in my beard yet. I've just grown it out this last year. What's a good starter oil? Butter? Dude, Dave, unlimited. We have a great company right here, Artius Man. They have a great smooth butter. It's thicker. It's got a full body to it. They have free samples for oils. Give those a try. Beard Octane has, I believe, the best starter kit in the beard game. Has everything you need to get started. So many options. Dave, if you want to reach out to me and give me some of your personal variables, how big your beard is, the texture, do you have dry skin, oily skin, I can help narrow it down even more for you if you would like. So yes. Dan, any thoughts on the Aberlite EDC? It's okay. AmberLight did not develop that themselves. It is something that was developed. They purchased the rights to it and they sell it. It's okay. It'll get the job done. Is it anywhere near the Pro or the Go-To? No, not even close, but it's fine. Yep, it is totally fine. All right. Any chance on a future Cavs cam? No, that's kind of the running joke, but no, probably not. Hey, Copper Johns, welcome in, man. Thank you so much for popping in here. So yeah, no, no calf cam. And Holly says, I can't tag you, Nicholas, but some essential oils are considered sensitizing and some are not. Too long, yeah. That was kind of where I was at, Holly. It's like we can get into the weeds on these, but no, tough one. And Ruben says, I really enjoy Artius Man butter too. Slightly thicker and gives a very minimal hold. Yep, I agree. It's as thin. It's as smooth gets, though. When you want a creamy butter where you just stick it and there's no sign of grit or texture anywhere, Artius Man has that unbelievably one. Eric says, ditch the calf cam. We need a blankie cam. I got that, Eric. You just request at any time. I got that blankie cam. So yes. All right. And then we are coming up near our final question, guys. We got about probably 3 minutes after this one. So any final questions, drop those in the chat. And then we're going to get out of here and hopefully have a great rest of the day ahead. Thoughts on Dr. Squatch bar soap on my beard once a week? Totally fine. Do not ever use soap on your beard more than once a week. Fill those other days in with a gentle daily beard wash. But I do use soap on my beard once a week. I actually just used a bar soap on mine today. So yes. Can you do a Carrier Oils 101 on olive oil? Yeah. So Demetrius, if you want to look up Dancy Bearded Olive Oil, I have a video that kind of covers it already, but I think it'll probably be worth a full dedicated Carrier Oils. But Demetrius, look up Dancy Bearded Olive Oil, and I break down the difference of buying olive oil in the store as compared to buying it for cosmetics. And it has some of that information. But yeah, man, I do think a Carrier Oils 101 would be a good call for there. So yes. Do their butters have wax? I don't remember. Let's see real quick while we have everybody here. That's a good question. It is a little bit thicker, a little bit tackier, and it is really smooth. So let me see here on their ingredients on the butter. And if anybody knows, okay, shea butter, coconut oil, cocoa butter, grapeseed oil, avocado, jojoba, and essential oils. So no, there is no wax in there. No wax. Would love a Carrier Oils 101 where you talk about your favorite ingredients for an oil. So the tough thing there is I don't have a favorite ingredient list. I develop oils for companies all the time. Literally, people are like, what would you do if you want to make your perfect oil blend? I've done it like 10 times. I love making new blends. There is no right answer. There is no wrong answer. If I made my favorites, it would be the ones that work the best for me. But if I had to like pin some ones where I'm like, if I'm doing a blend, these are kind of mandatory, something like meadow foam seed oil. It is a freak of nature. It's guaranteed cold press. It's guaranteed, at least right now, for the most part, from the U.S. It might not even have a shelf life. We know it's 5+ years. It is an unbelievably potent antioxidant where you're going to get the most out of that blend. It's going to last longer. The scents are going to not dissipate as quickly. It's a wonderful, wonderful teammate. I have ones like Barrage Oil. Barrage Oil has the highest potency of GLAs in the world. If you find any plant that's ever been studied, Barrage has the highest concentration of GLAs, which is amazing for your skin. So there's so many things that I could go on and on and on, but man, I love it. And Holly says, be careful on olive oil if you're buying as a consumer. So many companies in the supermarket are selling counterfeits. Yep, it's one of the most faked oils out there. Exactly. Yep, exactly. How to grow thicker hair, tea tree versus castor oil. Neither of those are likely going to make the hair much thicker. The best way to have thicker hair is be as healthy as you can from the inside. Make sure you're getting your protein. Make sure you work out. Those things make thicker hairs. The more DHT you can pump through your system, the more male testosterone you can get going, that's how you're going to get those thicker hairs. So yes. Sebastian says, 101 of chili oil. As far as I've read, it's a growth stimulator. Not sure if it's true. Yeah, so that one would probably be way down the line. And again, I make these videos for people to learn, people to grow. Chili oil is a tough one. Mustard seed oil is a tough one. There's a lot, but it is on my list, my friend. I will see what I can do. Yep. Is it okay to continue to use my refrigerator butters over 3 years old? Try them. If they're bad, you'll know. They're going to feel wrong. They're going to smell wrong. Try them. You're probably okay, but you're at that danger territory. Depends on the ingredients that are within that product. So, yeah. All right, guys, I am going to wrap this one up. Again, a huge shout out to Artius Man. Cannot wait to the future of working with them more and more and more. Loving this relationship, loving the invigoration line, and don't sleep on the invigoration scent, you guys, going to their body products. Can you imagine invigoration shampoo, invigoration body wash? Oh, baby, let's go. All right, you guys, I hope everyone has a fantastic day. If you forgot to hit the thumbs up just on your way out, just check for me real quick and reach out if you guys need anything. DancyBearded on Instagram or Dan_command@yahoo.com. Thank you for hanging out with me so much. And I can't wait to talk to you guys on the next one.